Hi, Floss Tube.
Hi, Floss Tube.
Today is Friday, October 2nd. Happy October, whether you're doing Startober or whatever your stitchy plans may be.
We are BosStitchers, and welcome to our channel. If you didn't know what the date was, Chris has her keepsakes calendar right behind us. So I think we will get right into it because we have quite a bit to show you. So let's throw out the first stitch.
Play ball!
I had a couple of whips. This is the Coming to America with a needle and thread. And speaking of needle and thread, it's all over.
It's in there somewhere.
All over the place here. So this is currently where I am. I have all the names done, and I've moved down into the last section there. Still have to put the waves and the fish in here, but it's coming along.
That is impressive, Jane.
I am hoping to finish it by November 11th.
It looks like you will.
And, well, I don't know. There's still a lot of stitching here to do, but.
Well, you've got a lot done. That looks great.
Yeah. My other whip is the Little Drummer Boy by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I did not bring that to show because if you saw it on my our Instagram, you see that I have about this much done. And I didn't get too much further. So when I first posted, it was 0.02% complete. Now it is 0.06%
3 times
complete.
as much? Okay.
So look at the Instagram photo and imagine it 3 times as much. So,
well, I can see why you didn't get too much when you've got so much on Coming to America.
Well, yeah, this is, I really am trying to focus.
Yeah.
Focus on this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's great.
What do you got for whips, Chris?
Well, I pretty much just focused, I guess I focused on 2 things, but the one that I got the majority on is this little Mill Hill kit, Pomegranate. And I am happy to see when I look at it that yes, it is actually still looking like a pomegranate. So I'm really anxiously looking forward to getting the remainder of the regular stitching done so I can start the beads.
You've done a lot on that, though. That's full coverage.
Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence. And the other one I have does involve a bit of an error, but those things happen. So this is the Quaker Pumpkin that I mentioned before from this year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. And I got a little bit of a start on that. And what kind of kills me was I was counting this out so carefully on the linen. This is all the called fors with the Weeks Picture This Plus, Sandcastle 28 count. And then I realized that I made a little error at the top in terms of the number of diamonds. So it is coming, it isn't going to come together perfectly. But as I said to Jane, I could have taken it out at that point, and then I just figured, I'm not doing it. This isn't heirloom stitching. There's no words involved. It's just Halloween. So I'm going to, adapt this somehow. And I'm going to have to do it pretty carefully because Jane's talked about our friend Janet as being the new finisher. She does lovely work, as you'll see. And Janet's very anxious for a Halloween piece, and I promised this by next Saturday, haven't I? So one way or another,
gonna be busy.
This is going to be finished.
Okay.
And that's it for whips for me.
Gonna hold it to you. All right. Let's see. We had no finishes this week.
No, we
finishes.
don't.
No. So, but we do have a number of FFOs. So,
Table's littered with them.
yes, again with the Seaside Series. My friend Janet finished some more of the pillows for me. So we'll start with, we have an angelfish here. And that looks really cute with the sailboat.
It matches perfect.
I like that. All of the trim that I'm going to show you is Lady Dot Creates. And here is the pelican.
Oh, love that little fish in his mouth.
I know, I like that.
Yeah.
And then more of the sailboat.
It's great.
Here is the lobster.
Oh, very sparkly looking.
I know. She put a few little embellishments on there.
Yeah.
And the back fabric
Nice.
has a little key on there.
Yeah.
So.
That's great.
And this is the seashell. This is very tiny, but it's really, really cute.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We'll round out the basket or dough bowl nicely, won't it?
Yeah. And this one has the lock on
like
it.
That.
So that's cute. And then the flamingo. And you can't have a flamingo without flamingo fabric. I like how she cut it so that it matches exactly. And
very nice.
This
The Lady Dot, those
are
are just like so, not only is the color terrific, but the size is so perfect for the finishes too.
It feels really nice too. It's really soft. And then the final one that's finished so far for the Seaside series, here is the seahorse.
Great.
And we put some shark fabric on the back. Janet wanted to put shark fabric on the back of the dolphin, but I couldn't abide by that. So we ended up with shark fabric on the back of the seahorse. There are 2 more left in the Seaside series that are with my finisher. And I'll show you those as soon as I get them back.
Okay.
There were 3 other FFOs, and these are part of the hashtag Be Well and Stitch. For my mania this year, I did a number of patterns from that hashtag and from all of the freebie patterns that the designers were that so generously were giving out to stitchers. So the first one, and I don't really remember where I got this pattern, but this is a little frog that says "Wash your hands."
You just turning them out, Jane.
I know.
That is cute.
And with a little flower fabric on the back, so looks very.
Yeah.
So that looks very cute.
Looks very 2020.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. The other one is this is like half a pattern. There were 2 bunnies facing each other. It said in the middle, "Be Well and Stitch." This was from Frog Cottage Designs.
That's adorable.
Which I'll link.
Love that finish on the board.
Below. Yeah. And this is the back. So, yeah, that came out really very nice, very cute.
Very nice.
And then my final FFO for the Be Well and Stitch is Be Kind, Be Happy, Be Well.
Oh, I love that one.
And this was a Lizzie Kate design.
Oh, yeah. That looks like
And-
Lizzie Kate, doesn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
And-
Oh, nice fabric on the back, too.
Back of the fabric looks really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I think this is one of my favorites.
I think
It
so,
looks-
too, of
yeah,
that series. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Great job, Jane.
So,
Wow.
and those were finished by my finisher. So, any FFOs for you, Chris?
Well, it's kind of Jane. We had announced, I think, a little bit last week that, is this where we're going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That Jane was having a kind of significant birthday. And we celebrate, or her husband certainly arranged a very nice, very socially distant, small gathering at their home outside, and it was a lovely day.
Oh, it was perfect.
Yeah, great time was had by all.
Yeah.
And I could not let the day go by, despite the fact that Jane had announced no presents, and I mean it. But I couldn't let that day go by without commemorating it with some kind of stitchy thing. So this is by Imaginating, and it's called Halloween Hats. Can't remember the year on this. Oh, 2018. Yeah, still widely available,
Yeah.
I would say.
And this is, now we're going to move into FFO/haul, because this is Chris's FFO and my haul. So,
It crosses the boundaries there.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm try to not have it glare.
That was a fun one to do.
Look at how cute this is. And
And it's the month for it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I don't have to do any Halloween stitching. So,
All taken care of.
yeah. But you stitchers out there know that when you receive a gift like this, you know how much time and effort went into it. So I can't thank you enough. This is just
Well,
like
you are very
such
welcome.
such an awesome present.
It is always fun to give things to other stitchers. Less chance of them winding up at the yard sale.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you continue with haul?
Okay. My other haul was I have two things that are not necessarily stitchy haul, but I've made them into it. I have been wanting cat pattern keeper for a while, and my husband and I, we're an Apple family. We have iPhones, and so I did want pattern keeper, and so for my birthday, he got me a Samsung Galaxy. So as soon as I took it out of the box, I put pattern keeper on it.
And it was the hit of the party, I have to say.
That's right. And uploaded my Heaven and Earth design, so I'm all set to go, and that's how I know that I have 0.06%.
Oh, you didn't
Done.
count them by hand.
So, yeah, I did the math by hand.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know that I always follow Jane's good example and lead. And I told my husband about it, and he was very anxious for me to buy the exact same product that Jane had so that I could ask her questions rather than him. So I also have that on the way, and I am looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'll be knocking these things out
Absolutely.
now.
Hades, here we come.
And you know, I was watching one of Lindy Stitch's videos today, and she said that from now on, any pattern of hers that is overpaid, she's going to make sure is patent keeper.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Yeah.
hopefully it's the trend.
Yeah, great,
Yeah.
awesome. My other piece of haul, that is not stitchy haul, but I made
But it can be.
Yes, but it can be, and it is now, is my husband needed to go to Home Depot, so I went with him, and as he was trying to find whatever he needed, I was kind of milling around, and in one of the aisles, I saw these, and they're little storage bins. They're called Husky. And I thought, you know what, that looks like it might fit a bobbin. So I bought a couple, and sure enough, it fits
Perfect size.
perfectly. So it fits the bobbins in here perfectly. And this was like $3.
Wow. And
And
very
it's-
good quality.
It's strong plastic,
Yeah.
and it's got a really good latch on it. And so I bought that one, and then I also bought a bigger one. Now this one is 12 by 7, and this one
6-inch
is
square, is it?
6 by 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this one yet, but I couldn't.
You'll
I
find
couldn't leave it in the
something.
store. And the nice thing about this one too is that you can pull out compartments, so you can make bigger compartments.
Nice.
The middle doesn't come out, but you can make it all in the rows. You can make bigger compartments.
Yeah, those are very generous
So,
size.
yeah.
Yeah. And the small one, that'd be great, like for a project where you maybe had a number of skeins
Yeah.
that you wanted to keep together.
Right. So
Yeah.
in this project, in this box right now, I think I have like 2 separate projects in
Oh,
here.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
Anyway, so
Smart shopping.
and then do you want to go through some haul, or do you want
All
me to keep
right.
going?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have any kind of all complete things, but I have sort of bits and pieces. I mentioned last time with this is Quaker Genetics by Ink Circles, and I have been gathering all the parts to that. First the pat in one place, and then I found the floss in another, and I was waiting for this fabric to come in at 123, and this is 28 count wood violet Jobelan. I think that's pretty true to color, and I really like that a lot. And I am behind on that sale, but I am anxious to, once I get a few other things out of the way, to start that. So that was number one. This beautiful 28 count Caribbean blue linen, I am anxious to, I guess, save for. I don't know that I'm going to be doing this anytime too soon, but most of you have probably seen the 2020 Just Keep Stitching, Just Cross Stitch, I always call it that, Christmas issue. And I just love this little hula gingerbread woman.
Great.
So I am gradually, again, getting the pieces for that. I got that and the seashell buttons at 123. I'm waiting for them to get me that pineapple button. That is silk, that's her hula skirt. Not sure if I'll be purchasing that or not, but I think this is adorable. The gingerbread himself is done with ginger snap, and I haven't been able to find that in stock anywhere. That's Gentle Arts. But when that comes together, that will be a fun stitch.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next I was waiting for the Stitch Me dirty chalkboard. I want to stitch hands-on design autumn piece on that, and I've also seen a couple little older prairie school from, I've mentioned Gift of Cross Stitch magazine before. It's available digitally, and they would have a special Christmas issue too, and there's a couple of older Prairie Schooler ornaments that I think will look good on that. And last but not least is, this was a magazine that Jane kindly got a bounty of past World of Cross Stitch magazines, and I love these Portuguese fish. And I think I needed to round out an order on 1, 2, 3. So I just decided I'm just going to order them all. I'm not going to look for them. And they do this on a 14 count pewter, and I would like to do it. I think on some shade of gray, 28 Lugana.
These colors are
Aren't those beautiful?
awesome.
I really love those. I don't feel like, since it's all these bits and pieces, that I have that much haul, and yet it still has managed to be an expensive week, I think, between the enabling the patent keeper to come purchase on the tablet, and the one other thing I bought hasn't arrived yet. I love those View Vision lamps that are the clamp on that have both the light and the magnifier together. So I got one of those to boot. And that's it.
Where'd you get that?
I got that at Annie's, place that I don't usually order from. But actually, part of the reason I got it from Annie's is I mentioned last time that my daughter had thought for the winter she'd like to do a latch hook. So she came over last weekend and shopped my collection and took a really cute one of chickens at a farm home with her. And I told her to take the latch hook. And she said, "Oh, you don't need it?" And I said, "Oh, I know I have, an old one upstairs." And then I began a search to try to get the kind that I like, supposedly ergonomic, on anywhere on the internet. And I told my husband, this is another pandemic shortage. You didn't know that there was a shortage of latch hook tools out there, but they proved very elusive, and Annie's had one, so I thought
okay.
that was my other reason.
Okay.
So I think that's it for me.
Okay. So the rest of my haul, I was trying to remember how I came across this, and I'm not really sure, but there's so at the Worcester Art Museum in Worcester, Massachusetts, which is in central Mass, they have a couple of samplers hanging, and one of them is the Mary Slatter sampler. So I saw that it was Worcester Art Museum. I'm not necessarily a sampler person, but I thought this would be a nice thing to just have in my collection. So I got this off of eBay, and I just want to show you what the chart... I won't show you the chart, but I'll show you. This is the size of the chart.
Wow.
So,
could take someone's eye out with that.
So I'll have to spend some time folding up that later.
It really makes me want to go to the Worcester Art Museum now, Jane.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
So I just want to. It's a really interesting sampler, so I just wanted to read the inside of the chart to you. The Mary Slatter sampler is a late 18th century English piece housed in the Worcester Art Museum in Worcester, Massachusetts. The sampler was acquired and bequeathed to the museum by Mrs. J. Templeton College of Boston, who assembled an excellent collection of embroidered samplers during her lifetime. In September of 1792, Mary Slatter completed her sampler, which included the following stitches: cross-stitch satin, straight, short, and long. Dominating colors of green, gold, cream, rust, and bright blue contrast nicely on the dark linen and bring added charm to her work. Please note that the 3 couples on this sampler have painted faces and hands and other details which are printed on a separate sheet to be cut out and glued on the needlework after completion. So it comes with this sheet. In the late 18th and early 19th century, this form of illustration was very popular. Painted faces and hands were often created by the child who embroidered the piece. Although many teachers offered to paint them for a small charge, sometimes the patient's family even engaged a professional artist. And then it goes on to say that this sampler must be stitched on a 35-count linen in order to be able to place the paper faces and hands found in the sampler.
Not a common count.
No, and if you look, I can probably show you a part of this. So this is the top of the sampler, and you can see that there is a space right here where you can cut out and put the couple, which I think is kind of weird, actually.
I know, but it's kind of neat.
It is kind of neat, but that they were painted is kind of neat. But I just why didn't they just stitch the hands and the face?
I know. Is that
anyway,
to be done 1/1 or 1/2?
I believe it's 1/2. It doesn't actually say.
Yeah,
it might say on the pattern, but I'm not really sure.
I think they may have done it 1/1 for the faces then instead of the painting. But,
yeah, right. So then the Worcester Art Museum actually has a couple of other samplers that are hanging. This one is the copyright actually on the pattern is 1986, but there's a couple of other samplers that are hanging in the Worcester Art Museum, and they're Hannah Lancaster, Jane Ballard, and another one called On Diligence. And I have seen them on a couple of websites, but I'm not really a sampler person, like I said. I
just want to say, if I was the child doing that, I would not be drawing those faces in.
Right. Yeah.
My parents would have to be the one paying the artist, I think.
A couple of other things. Cooler Design Studio was having a sale this week, and I bought the fall floral cross that I think is pretty. I have the spring floral cross, so bought that for my collection.
Nice.
There's also on mybobbin.com, I got an email saying that there is a new designer, and they were having a sale on her patterns. And the new designer is Antonina Tretyakova.
Say that fast 3 times.
No, thank you. So she had some cute little things. So one is the wild boar, and I bought it because when do you find a Christmas wild boar?
Exactly.
So
can't let that go by.
I bought that. She didn't call it this. She called it Eastern Calendar, but it seems to be most of the animals of the Chinese calendar. The only one
that very cute rendering of them.
Yeah, they're very cute. The only one that's a little bit wonky, I think, is this one, which it looks like a sheep to me. It looks like a ram, but the Chinese calendar, I believe, has a goat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then I also got their these are called New Year's birds, and little cartoon birds that I thought were very cute. And then because I bought patterns from this new designer, they sent me a freebie, which is a raccoon taking a bath. So
I take it she's into animals, this designer.
Yeah, she is, yeah. And then my last piece of haul for this week is I was watching the Steel City Stitchers, and Erin mentioned that on the My Studio Create site, there was a pattern that was benefiting Red Rover, the wildfire forest. It was a fundraiser. So I went on and I purchased this pattern, and it is a Smokey Bear.
That is very cute.
Yeah, and it's really cool because you're only stitching the hat in his face. You put it on a piece of brown fabric.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
What do they call for, Jane?
Let's see. So it's called for all DMC.
Oh, okay, and it just says
Yep.
brown fabric.
Oh yeah, it just says darker
Okay.
darker brown fabric. Yeah, so I'll have
Very
to just
cute.
find a piece of darker brown fabric.
Yeah.
So, but it's the pattern was only like $4. So, and it's a fundraiser.
Yeah.
And I thought I liked it because it's something different. And
Right. It'll go with your Western theme.
there you go.
Yeah,
There
you're
you go.
building on that
Yeah,
collection.
I'm building on that collection. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's certainly a good cause.
Yeah. So that does it for my haul this week.
I just had one more thing.
Okay.
I think I buried my phone under here, but I posted this on our Instagram account today, but now if I can pull it up, right? Why
Hold,
can't
please.
I get that?
You want me to sing a little song or
Right.
tell a joke?
Yes, you might have to. Oh, I got the most appropriate fortune cookie today that I have ever had, and it said, "Finish your works on hand, don't be greedy." So I think, I think I need to,
Let me see if I can.
all right. I think I need to follow that advice in my,
Yes, we probably could all follow that.
yeah,
advice. I don't know if I can make it.
Shocking.
It's a little glary, but.
So,
So
on that note,
does that make you? That means you're gonna stop eating Chinese food now,
Right.
right?
Exactly. I don't need those kind of messages.
No, definitely not. No, absolutely not. Yeah. So I think that does it for
Yeah,
this week.
plans?
Plans. I will try to finish for November 11th, Coming
All
to
right.
America.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I'm going to be stitching on. That and I do have the other one about the pilgrims when they're leaving
Right.
from Delfshaven.
Yeah.
So first things first, though, I'm going to do the Coming to America one and go full force on that.
All right.
Although, I am very anxious to, keep using my new pattern keeper. So
You might be up to at least 0.07 when we see you
I'm
next
hoping.
time.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Good.
So, how about you?
All right. Well, like I said, I'm going to persevere on that pumpkin one way or another, and I'm going to hopefully get that pomegranate finished. And then I want to get back to Gift of Peace. I've taken 2 weeks off that, so I really want to go back and work on Santa.
Yeah.
And then there's all these other things I want to start, so it's motivation to keep finishing.
There are some people who are doing no starts 2021.
Ooh.
So we could think about that, which means that we would get to start everything right now.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Kind of like starting a diet and eating a lot beforehand. All right. Well, let's discuss that next time.
All right.
Jane.
Okay. So
All right.
until next time, thank you again for joining us. And anything that we discussed, we will put in the description box below. Be well, and we'll see you soon.
Happy stitching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.